My name is Beatricia Quenisha and I am from SMA 1 Padangsidimpuan. I am acting as the Prime Minister of the government team with the motion this House would abolish primary and middle school years that group children based on age and instead group them based on their competency and intelligence. First of all, abolish means to end or to stop something. So you must stop grouping children based on their age. Competency is the ability to do something efficiently and successfully, and intelligence is the ability to acquire and apply knowledge and skills in everyday lives. So instead of grouping them by their age, we group them by their intelligence and competency levels. Children in middle and primary school, they are typically still exploring. They are still exploring their talents, their skills, their interests, and it will affect their future later on. So, by grouping them by age, it causes a certain problems within. For example, some students with lower IQ will feel overshadowed by the higher IQ. The higher IQ people will get more chances to prove themselves and to be active in class, for example. While the lower IQ people, they will have a hard time catching up with these higher IQ people in class. And another reason why we should stop grouping children according to their age in primary and middle school is because some students are not as intelligent as others, even though they are in the same age group. Intelligence is factored by a few things. For example, their family condition, their genetics, even their mental condition and environment. All of these things are things that affect a child's intelligence. So by grouping them in the same age without considering the level of the intelligence, these children might have a hard time keeping up with different levels of intelligence. The lower IQ people will have a hard time catching up with the higher IQ people in that certain class. And some students' learning rate is very variable. Some students learn fast, but they also forget fast. Some students learn slow, but they remember it for a long time. These learning paces is also what matters in a child's future. Not all child can learn as quickly and as efficiently as others, and because some child has to take a slow time to learn, if they are grouped with a fast-paced class based on their age, they will have a hard time keeping up with the materials at school. So we believe that children in primary and middle school should be grouped not by age but by their competency and intelligence levels. By grouping them in intelligence and competency levels, it provides a chance for the students. Let me explain further. If the children are grouped based on their intelligence, they will have an easier time adapting to the class and to the lessons. So the students can be grouped with other students with the same learning pace as theirs. So the teacher won't have to slow down for other students or have to keep up with other students. The teacher can easily teach the class without having to worry about what material they are going to bring, because some materials are too hard for some students but too easy on others. So the less intelligent student, if a teacher gives a material, for example in English, they gave a material to a class that is grouped by age, students with these difference in intelligence will have a different time learning the material. For example, the material for lower intelligent student might be too hard for them, but the material for the higher IQ students, they will feel bored. They will even They will understand it well and even feel bored if the material is keep repeated over and over, just so the lower IQ students can understand. Because as I said before, not all students have the same learning capacity and learning length as the other. So by grouping the classes based on intelligence and competency, it will give a more effective way of learning instead of by grouping them by age. And also by grouping them from intelligence, the students will have classmates, of course, with the same intelligence level as them. And what that means is that they all compete in the same level. Not every student get overshadowed by the other. Everyone has the same chance and the same capacity to shine in that class. The learning environment will be more effective for both the students and the teacher. The lower IQ students will feel overshadowed by the higher IQ one because they are in the same class with people in the same level as them, and they will be able to grow together and learn together to finally catch up with their lessons and education. And lastly, by grouping children based on competency and intelligence, it is a more efficient way of educating children. Because as I said before, the learning materials can be easily decided. Some teachers have trouble deciding a learning material if the class is based on their age. Because not all people have the same intelligence level. And lastly, by grouping children based on their intelligence level, it will give them all the opportunity to shine and also to develop a critical thinking mind in an environment with the people at the same level as them, and they will all feel connected from those people. That's all from my argument today. I would like to thank you for your attention and time. I thank you very much and see you next time.